Hello, my name is Joel. I'm going to show you how to install AICode, and today we are only going to fix a couple simple bugs. Let's get started. Let's open Visual Studio Code. Let's go to the extension panel and search AICode, AICODE. I just published it. It's here. Let's install it. Here it is. Let's click. It's warming up. Perfect. So you can see I already have a chat history and an index because it's my ongoing project, which I'm already developing with the AICode. So here you see this message, no active AI LLM configuration file. Press button settings to continue, to configure. Let's do just that. So here you have an assistant. You must first create an account. Me, I already have an account. And then you must generate a key for the API of OpenAI. Let's do just that. So let's create a key. So test default project. We should use permissions, read list models, and write on responses. Let's create the key. Let's copy it. Let's put it here. And let's test the key. Okay, normally we should do step 5, 6, and 7, but I already did that. So let's just run the final connectivity test for this demo. Perfect. It says setup successful. And you see here we lost the message. We have access to ChatGPT. It's perfect. So the one more thing we will do is go to the settings. I will put my name here and I will say I want to chat in English. That will be it for the settings. Now let's see. I have these two bugs that I want to treat in this small session. Let's start with this one. It's very simple. Let's reproduce it. So what does it say in the help on this page? Let's open the help. Legal. It's this page. And the problem is this character. It's a very small bug. When I click translate page, it will not translate the whole page. It stops at this character. It doesn't like it. So there's clearly a little bug in my parsing. Okay. So let's start a new chat. And let's explain the problem to AICode. So how can we say this? When I open the help page, this one, and when I click the link translate page, there is a bug. The whole page text is not sent to Google Translate, but only the text before AMP for the character let's put it like this. Let's be extra clear. I suspect we forgot to encode something, and can you investigate? Something along those words. Pretty much anything will work, but this is as good as anything else. Let's try like this. So we can see the bot is searching. You have the right to click these things. It tells you what it's doing. It's performing some search, vectorial. It will analyze all this. This is normal work for an AI. This line here, this icon means it's calling tools. Here it's inspecting some research chunks. It's searching in the project. Here you can see the running job with the elapsed time. And here you can see the new chat that was created. Here you can see a thinking trace. You can see its reasoning. Can be useful sometimes, but not always. You can hide this, or you can read it. We can see it searching on internet. It has decided to make an internet search for this problem. Probably it doesn't have the answer. We're using ChatGPT 5.2. It has training data, but not everything. So you can always see what it searched. Let's see this example. It searched this page, some API reference, and many other pages. It's continuing to search the project. You can see it searched the query translate.google.com, and it found this, the footer. The footer is exactly where there is this link. It's continuing to reason. looking at the test for the footer. It's looking at this file, which is the file that corresponds to this file, the markdown, but he won't find any footer there. He's looking at the link component, rightfully so. He's looking in the correct places, trying to make sense of this bug. Okay, now we get an answer. So we can always put the sound here. I forgot, but it would make a sound when the query is finished. You see the query took over 5 minutes. So what does it say? The translate page action, be the Google translate URL, include the whole page coming from blah blah blah. No 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 no. Where is the bug concretely? So we have URL search params here. It found the place, help footer. And there is a URL search params, like he says. It should encode. Explicitly encoded with encode URI component. We can implement this fix in helpfooter.tsx. Small unit test, blah blah. He asked me a question, but I don't want to answer. Okay, so he says that URL search params, in his opinion, should encode normally, but it doesn't seem to encode perfectly from what we see. So he proposed to use encode URI component. Okay, why not? It's worth a try. And to add a test. So when you ask something to AICode, he will always perform an investigation and then put up a reply. And if you ask the job, it will propose to write a specification, which is overkill in this case. It's just a small problem. Or to code directly. Here, we will choose to code directly. So I could also say, no, I disagree, blah, blah, blah. But I kind of agree with what he said. His analysis is good. This should work, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert, but we could add this function. I remember using it. It works. So let's code directly. Let's do what he says. Let's do what he says and let's see if the bug is fixed or not. I don't know. I just noticed this bug. I wrote it in my little text backlog. I thought it would be simpler, that we just forgot to call something, but it's a bit more complex than I expected, because there is already this, and I don't know. Let's see, let's try. It's thinking. It's thinking about the unit test. It's not easy to write a unit test in this project. It has a weird ESM configuration. It's starting to write code. So you see we put the sound here, so it made the sound when it finished. We have auto scroll locked on. So it coded some files, and it always ends a job by saying what it did. Compliance table here. If it couldn't do something, it will say so. It's transparent. It gives a commit name, and it will sing a little song. That's his signature move. Query stays intact. No split inside. Translate gets the full page. Working just right. Thank you, Mr. AICode. So you have several ways to work here. You always have a link to the file. You can review and add each piece one by one. There are two pieces here, and then you can save, or you can just read fast and accept. And this is a test. Let's accept it. Apparently it changed 3 files. So here you have the files. 3 out of 3 means we treated the 3 files. You have a button here to open the 3 files for the feedback loop. Here it seems that we don't have any compiling errors, so it will be a short feedback loop. This is a new test that it created. It's in the extension. Let's go there and let's run the test suite for the extension. It's a bit long. Let's see if there are regressions. I hope we don't run into a flaky test for the demo. That would be not so good, but let's hope we won't. One failed. It's not so good. Is it the new one or is it a flaky test? Yeah, it's the new one. So, is it the test it did? Let's check. Yes, that's exactly the test it did. So we have a feedback loop. What we should do is isolate this test, just this one, and get the failing trace and feed it back to AICode. I thought this would be simpler, I'll be honest. I thought this would be a very simple fix. Let's feed this to AICode and see what it says. This is a particularity of AICode. There is a feedback loop. It does not process automatically the unit test and the compiling errors, and it is on purpose. I will explain in a later video why I do this, but to say it shortly, I have used some agents that do this automatically, and I had very bad results. I was extremely unsatisfied of the agent's work. So I decided the AICode would not do this. We would spend a little time doing this feedback loop where we ask it to fix its own errors, and it will do nothing behind my back. I don't want the bot to be able to do anything without behind my back because I want to be in control. I want 100% control, and that's AICode. AICode is 100% control against some time spent. I agree to spend some time, and in exchange, I control what's going on. I don't trust the AI. Do you trust the AI? I don't. I use it. So this seems to be a mocking problem, as is always the case with unit test. What's important for me here is that it will update the test and not the code. If it would update the code, I would be very careful and review what it's proposing and even ask it to justify itself. But here it's just updating the test that it's written. So if it compiles, that's good enough. You can see every time we change a file, the index is triggering a scan. Here it's a large project, so it's long and it's re-indexing this file. The index is used by AICode. You can see here it's using the index, for example. Okay. So the index is local. It's here in .AICode index. You have all the files here. See? So let's go back here. Let's see if it's fixed. It's fixed. Thank you. So this is an example of feedback loop. The feedback loop is explained in the help. Here, feedback loop. So what is it? The bot writes some code. Then I open all the files here. If there are compiling errors, I will send them back to the bot by attaching them here. Clicking send. Then I run my test. If there are tests that fail, I will run them alone. To have a good trace, I will paste the trace and do this until I don't have compiling errors and until the test pass. Now, what should I do? Obviously, I should test this because I didn't test. So what I need to do something a little special now because this is a little particular. The project is itself, so I will have to run the project, not like an extension. It's a bit complicated what I'm saying, but I will just uninstall the extension and I will run the extension in debug mode because I'm actually developing itself. Okay, so let's do that. We could have a little failure because WSL has memory problems and I'm running on WSL. Let's hope it's running in the first try. Here I'm compiling AICode to see the latest version with this change and see if it fixes anything. So we are lucky, it worked on the first try. So this is the AICode compiled. It's loading. So let's test. We were here in the help. It's legal. And this was the problem when we clicked translate. Let's check. And it didn't fix. So it didn't fix. Let's see why. Whew, it's more difficult than I expected. So let's unformat Unfortunately, it did not fix the issue. I should have done this at the beginning, but let's do it now. I copied the value in the URL bar of Chrome. Do you see what's wrong? And do I see what's wrong? Yeah, I see what's wrong. What does it do here? Plus data handling is starting here. It's weird. What kind of bug is this? If it's starting here, why is it printing this? Where is the beginning? Oh, yeah, there's something very weird here. I should have started by giving him the URL. It was my mistake. Legal.md. Yeah, it's putting a piece of the link here. And then after the amp, it's putting the rest here. It's extremely weird because it's using the amp as a separator or something. Yeah, it's there's clearly a problem. The part before the character is normal here in text, in the argument text, and the part after the character is here. So it's thinking about a Google Translate redirect. So it was not directly an encoding problem. It's thinking about replacing this char with the code. Yeah, that's an idea. It could cause problem with other characters, but this one seems really problematic. This is more difficult than I expected. I expected a very simple bug fix where we just forgot to encode, but turns out to be more difficult, and that's fine. We are seeing how AI code works. It's coding, modifying the test. I change the extension. Okay, let's see. Let's test. What is it doing? VS Code. Why does it need to change VS Code? What is it changing here? Ah, get URI. Okay. What is it doing here? Okay. Changing the test. Seems like it made a compile error here. So let's fix that. Let's attach problems and ask for a fix. I don't understand 100% of what it's done. I just checked that it's not touching something that's unrelated or doing anything weird. It seems fine. Just touching some tests. This is normal. This is a bit weird, but why not? Doesn't look so bad. So I don't know what it's doing. It's double thinking what it did when I asked to fix this compiling error. It seems a bit confused, but eventually it should fix it. comes up with a patch of this file, which seems normal. Why is it changing this one? It's a bit weird. Because it removed an argument, so it's normal. It removed this argument, which was a problem, and it removes it here. And in the test, it seems fine. Okay, so let's accept the changes, which I've already checked. Let's run the test as it's requesting. The test is not good. Let's fix the test. It's a game of patience. The goal is to keep in control during all the session, to never let the AI do things automatically. And that's why it's taking some energy. And it's how I work. I work like this. I let the AI help me, and I check what it's doing more or less, with more or less attention. Sometimes when I see a code smell, I will look deeper. Sometimes I just accept, but I will always have a look and always supervise the AI. And the software, the extension is made that I will always have to look over the AI, even if it takes time. And sometimes it can take a lot of time. This feedback loop, it can come back with mistakes during several hours. It's a price I'm willing to pay in order to keep control. I'm developing an app that's 500,000 lines long, 500,000 lines of code. I cannot afford to have an agent playing with my code. It's too dangerous. So there's another mistake. Let's continue. It will converge eventually. Let's try to raise the reasoning. Usually I use 3. So I asked it to to fix the compiling error. It's a bit boring because it had a compiling error, test error, compiling error. That's the feedback loop. It's semi-automatic. And it is a bit boring. What is this? Type unknown. This is unknown. That's a typing error. Not sure which one. So I'm a little tired. I will just accept this. The error is gone. Do the test pass. Okay, the test passed. That's good news. Let's run all the tests because it has changed some files. All the tests for extension because we're only touching this sub-project, not these ones. I have 4 sub-projects, but only one is touched now. It's the back end of the app. I called it extension. Okay, so this is good. What do we have here? We were trying to fix. I had a commit name, but it was fix help encode bug with. That's enough. So now what I should do, I should recompile my extension and see if we still have the bug. Let's do that. So let's see. We go in the help, legal and disclaimer, translate page. Ah, it's not working, but we don't have the same bug. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. Let's go back here. Let's check the context size. We're good. We have enough space to continue. We're not close to 400,000. So let's say, okay, it's not cut anymore after the char, but there is another bug. Should I do a screenshot or copy and paste? I will copy and paste. There is another bug. The text is gibberish. The text to translate is gibberish. This is the URL sent. This is the text in the text box of Google Translate, in the source. Find and fix the bug. And I will also ask to search on internet, because obviously it's not able to fix this problem. Search on internet similar issues and how to use, I should have done this at the beginning, and how to use this link properly. There. Now I will let the bot work, and I will go to make a little break. I will make a little break. I'm tired. So it's still browsing internet. I will have a drink. Oops. So it's searching on internet. Whatever. It's looking at some code. Hey there. I just wanted to show a small bug fix, but it happens to be a difficult one. So this video was about installation, but it will be about investigation with AICode. That's fine. I'll show you how to investigate with AICode. Let's go on the side. Here. Hey, it's me. Let's hope it will find. It will study the problems with internet and verify against my code. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. That's a chat GPT bug. So normally here, ChatGPT would stop the query and say there's a moderation error, and that's an error where it will say I cannot process your request. It's against the rules of OpenAI, blah blah blah. But I already fixed this bug, and it has rerun the query because OpenAI is wrong. There's nothing wrong with my query. I didn't ask to make a virus or something illegal. It's a mistake. So when you see this sentence, it means OpenAI has denied the query. It has detected that I was a hacker or a pedo or something horrible, but it's wrong. So I rerun the query and there's no crash. I've been developing this app for 7 months and I had this problem already. And I know sometimes OpenAI is just wrong. They detect what is a false positive, and here it will have no impact on the query. So it's doing a large investigation. It's checking on internet, then the code, then internet again. It's trying to detect. Let me put my glasses. It's trying to detect what's wrong. Personally, I have no idea what's wrong, and that's not an investigation I want to do. It's not interesting. It's just trying to open the Google Translate page. It's not something I want to do myself. So it's a long investigation. Hopefully, it will help me. So you can see that AI code is very transparent about what it does when it thinks, when it's calling some tools. It tells you exactly what it's doing. For example, here it's reading vscode.ts between these lines, which is normal. It's where it's thinking. You can see here a hourglass. It means it's running the query. It's trying to find a solution with all that information between the project and what it found on internet. So you can see that I made mistakes in my prompts. I should have given the URL at the beginning, and I didn't. But it was a new problem for me. I didn't know, and I should have told him to search on internet for similar problems. I should have done all of this from the start. But I'm developing. I don't know what I'm doing. So I start with an opening, and then we iterate. Um, I do what I can. It's not easy. It's a development of APIs I don't understand. So this is this is what happens when you develop a software and you call APIs. If you're a programmer yourself, you know it's difficult and you don't know what you're doing. And you begin with an approach, and then you get new problems that you solve, and get new problems that you solve, and it was a bad lead, you come back, and you can do all this using AI code. So it's pretty much what you're doing manually, but you do it with the assistance of an AI. It's a difficult job, and well, I don't understand everything it's saying, but I sort of understand. It's trying to compare the different ways to encode the URLs, which seems reasonable. Seems to be ready to code. Let's hope this is it. So let's read a little bit. Let's see what happened. It says no truncation and no gibberish. Root cause. Percent decodes the query string, blah blah blah. Previous approach. Over encoding. So it says it has fixed both bugs at the same time using a new approach with URI.parse instead of URI.from, and change the unit test. Let's see. Let's see if it's true. Let's see. Let's see if it compiles. It compiles. Let's check the test. Did it change only the extension? Yes. So let's test the extension. It's slow because I use WSL. So I virtualize Unix. But we're lucky today we don't get crash. So it compiles now. It runs the test, it compiles. Let's recompile the extension. One more time. It's a large project. As I said, it's 500,000 lines. So it's slow to compile, slow to test. Everything is slow. It's normal. So let's try again. It was in legal. Translate. Ah, it looks good. This is English, this is French. Privacy and data handling. Confidentialité et traitement des données. Very good. It translated until the end. I like this. Let's try another page. Excellent. So it had to change the approach. We're good here. We can commit. I can remove this from my backlog. I will commit this. And we have a fix. Finally. So you have seen how to use AI code in a complex situation. We had a bug that I thought was just I forgot to do encoding, but it was encoding. And then it tried to add another encoding on the top, which was a wrong approach. Then I realized that I didn't prompt correctly. I should have prompted telling to search on internet and giving more data on the page, the URL, etc., which I did. And then it searched on internet. It made a lot of searches, including searching forums and code online on GitHub. And it found a solution. It evaluated several solutions. It changed the approach. It decided to do another way. And we also went through the feedback loop, which is semi-automatic, so semi-manual. It was painful, but it worked. And we checked in every step that the AI did not change anything that we don't want. In every step, AI code did not behave as an agent. I had to accept each change and to read each change and to check each file name touched, because I don't trust the AI. I have tried to use agents. I have used Codex, and I had very, very bad results. It broke my code. It broke my app. It destroyed my architecture. And that's why I decided to make AI code this way. You see, we spent 1 hour 20 on this difficult bug, but it's fixed. And the app is not broken. There are no regressions. And when you are working on real projects, when you're doing real difficult job on big projects, you don't want regressions. And you don't want anything behind your back. Anything. So it's already 1 hour 20, and I will continue the video because I'm strong. I can do it. You can do it too. You can follow along with me. We're going to do the second bug. Let's hope it's less difficult. It's a regression. This one was a real bug, but the second bug is a regression. And before we do that, I'm going to tell you a little story. Hold on. So I'm doing this channel to present my software, AICode, but I also hope that I will get subscribers, maybe not on this video because it's a bit technical and boring, but I hope I will get subscribers on this channel, and I would like to make it an interactive channel with live demos and live challenges, and with talk with the viewers. If I get subscribers, I will make them, if they agree, come online and talk with me and talk together about computer sciences, programming, AI, and why not more topics. My idea was to present the channel using a puppet because I'm a bit goofy, okay? Or maybe you didn't notice because I was working hard, but I'm a bit goofy, and I bought a puppet on Amazon, okay? I haven't opened it. I will open it now. I was talking about this idea to a friend of my mother called Nadia. She's a politician. She's working with the Macron party, you know, Emmanuel Macron. And she told me it was a bad idea because it should be serious. It's about an app. let's open this. So I did not use the puppet. I was supposed to start the show with the puppet, something along those lines, but I changed my mind, but I will still try it. So how does it work? I love it. Can you go in the arms? Oh yeah, you can do the arms, but if you do the arms, how to do the mouth? Oh, it's difficult. Look, wait. Yeah, you can do the arms and the mouth. Oh, it's very difficult. So my idea was something along those lines. It was to have a partner. Maybe I will do it, I don't care. So, something like this. Hello, my name is Joel, and this is Miss Muppet. And today, we are introducing the Dev Show! Woo! It was something like this. So, I didn't do it. I didn't start like this, but if you're still there, first you're brave, and then you get to know Miss Muppet. Hi, Joel. Hi, Miss Muppet. How are you today? I'm good. Let's go programming. Woo! Maybe another time. You go in your box, Miss Muppet. So let's continue without Miss Muppet. Let's do the next bug. So the next bug, it's this. Normally, this is a regression, okay? Normally, when you open a chat page here, you get an indicator graphically. So there is an indicator. You see it's moving a little bit, but normally there is a background, a light background behind that you can see which one is being selected. And we don't see the background anymore. So this is clearly a regression. It was working not so long ago. This is what I wrote here. It's in French, but that's what it says. Bug. Marking of the open chat selection in the sidebar is broken. So let's ask AICode to investigate this and to investigate the regression. AICode has access to the Git repository only to read. It cannot write. AICode cannot write anything. It cannot write files. It cannot write configuration. It cannot execute commands. It cannot write in Git. It cannot write anything. It's without hands. Okay, it has eyes to see, a mouth to speak. It can propose, but it can never write. It cannot write. It doesn't have this power. So let's try to figure out a prompt for this. I will begin like this. Bug investigation request. I will say 1. I'm positive this is a regression. It was still working not long ago. So not only I want you to investigate the bug, but I also want you to find the commit that caused the bug. So, description of the bug. It's a graphical glitch. When a chat window is selected, in VS Code, it normally has a light background color around it, around and behind it. It does not highlight this way. Behind it in the sidebar. The sidebar is this. In the sidebars, activity and chat sidebars, it does not highlight this way anymore since a few days or maybe more. I don't know exactly. Yet I see you should give as many details as you can. I see a little difference because the selected window title is slightly indented, which looks like some CSS style is applied that looks like a highlighting but without the color. So it seems to be a CSS issue, but maybe deeper and concerning some TypeScript code or React, whatever. Let's put this in 3 to be clear, because this is not a description of the bug. I will call this pre-analysis. And then your job, investigate, find the root cause, find when and why this regression happened, propose a clean, architected, not hacky, I hate hacks, solution. Let's go. So this is a good prompt. I have some tutorials in AICode. One of them is called Prompt Engineering, and it explains how to do a good prompt for coding with AI. And there are also examples. It's a good tutorial. You could read it. It's not only for AICode. It works for anything, any AI coding assistant, agent, chatbot. So you should, if you have time, read this course. And you can also pass the test and get a badge if you have time. So normally it should search the bug and search Git. You see, when you see this, it means it's searching. It's using the index. E, it means it's using the lexical index. And H means it's using the vectorial index. This is when it's reading chunks from the index. It's narrowing. It's trying to understand what I'm speaking about. Now it's close. It's getting closer. Hopefully this will be fast. I don't know. I'm live coding. This was supposed to be the difficult bug, and the other one should have been easy, but the first one proved to be difficult. And let's see if the second, well, let's see. This will be a long video for sure. So here it's looking at Git. You see, it's reading the project. Now I asked it to search where the regression comes from. So it's running some Git commands. It's trying to find what I did on these files. It's running a blame, but it will always be me. I'm the only one working on this project. So it's him to blame, actually, not me, but it's my name. Let's see. The regression stems from commit which switch to color mix without fallback. So apparently it found a commit. Let's see. October 13. December 26. No, I disagree. It worked after December 26. No. This is tricky. I don't read everything. I read between the lines. Let's do that. No. Selected state still works. Okay, I know this. CSS background becomes invalid. I don't know this color mix. He keeps using it, but me, I don't know this CSS color mix. So I don't understand what it's doing. If CSS color mix isn't supported, December 26. No, 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 no. No, the bug is more recent. He's mistaken. It was working on December 26. Option A. He proposed to stop using color mix. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's stop using color mix. I agree. And let's use this variable. Inactive selection background. Why not? So, to show you how specifications work, even if it's a simple fix, I will ask for a specification. Specifications are an important feature of AICode, especially with refinements, and I will demonstrate that. I could click this button, but I will ask verbally. I will say, I want option A with this, and I will ask for a specification. So it's an overkill specification because it's just something small, but I want to demonstrate this. Yeah, stopping to use color mix here should be a good solution. I don't know why color mix is not working because I don't know what is color mix. I understand broadly that it mixes colors, but I don't know this CSS feature very well. I vibe coded it, so I don't understand everything that's vibe coded. I understand the architecture, it's mine, but I don't read all the lines of code. It writes between 1,000 and 5,000 lines of code every day. I can't read everything. I just act like a tech lead. I ask questions. What did you do? Why did you do it? And that's it. So it's writing a specification. It's a markdown document. We will look at it. It's a short one because it's very simple. I will show you a few buttons. So, context. A regression was reported, blah, 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 blah. Code inspection, blah, blah, blah. Commit, blah, blah. Objectives described by the user. Fix the regression where the selected checked window item in VS Code sidebar no longer has a light background highlight. Implement option A. Provide the work as specification. AICode has inferred. Selection highlight must remain fully theme driven. Yes, only VS Code CSS variables. He knows this because I put it in the settings here. Somewhere here, I ordered it. Where? Front end can only use colors with VS Code CSS styles, never hard coded colors. Okay? So because I put this in the project settings, here it says this. Okay? It takes into account what I put in the settings. It's very important. Okay? So to use that, you just go in the settings, project settings, and you type whatever you want here. These are text boxes. Okay? So that's why I don't have the problem here. Otherwise, it would have put a color like gray or whatever. And that's forbidden by VS Code because if I change the theme, it will not work. So you have the context, the objectives that I requested and that it has inferred. And then the method. So here replace color mix with a simple background color, keep the rest. No regressions, okay? So then it has the detail by files. Here there's only one file. It says what it's going to do. Then there's a recap with just the file path. It will just change the CSS. And then there's a regression risk factor. I think it's a bit overestimated, 15%, because, well, okay. And then there's a summary. If you don't have time, you can just read the summary. I advise that you read the objectives and the method and the file list. Okay? But if you don't have time, you can just read the summary. Now, what can we do with the specification? We can refine, code, verify. So refining, it is to ask the bot to rerun an investigation to check that the specification is correct. So how does it work? You go and refine. You can add instructions if you want. You click generate prompt. It's copied to clipboard. You paste it here. And it will write a prompt where it says to reprocess the specification and output a new specification with less mistakes. We will not do this here. We will just code the specification. You can use strict mode, but here we don't need to do anything fancy. So we just paste here. And now it will code this specification. So normally you use this for very complex refactors, and you refine many times the specification. This is explained in the help, in specifications. You have an advanced tutorial here that explains how to implement a very complex feature with the AICode. When you have a risky refactor and you're going to break a lot of things, it's touching 50 or more files, and it's a breaking change in the core of the application, and you use a loop of refinements. We will not do this here, but you can read this tutorial. I will show this in a different video when I will do something complicated. So it's already finished. It's just a little change. Let's accept. There are no tests. Let's take the commit name. Let's recompile the app. And let's see if the bug is fixed or not. If it's just CSS or if there's something more difficult involved. I have no idea. I'm live coding. I have no idea. It's a 50-50 case. Me, I tend to believe it's more than just a CSS problem. That's my instinct. There's something broken in the code. But let's see. Let's see if I'm right or if AICode is right. AICode was right, not me. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was stupid. AICode was right, and I was wrong. You see, it happens. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's him or her. You're a dumbass! Hey, Miss Muppet, how dare you? You're a dumbass, you were wrong! He was wrong! He was wrong! Go back to your box, bad girl! Can't believe she's speaking like this to me. How dare she? So, obviously, this bug is fixed. So, the first one was supposed to be simple and the second complicated. It turned out to be the opposite. This is Murphy's Law. So, let's commit this. As you can see, the selected chat is highlighted. You see? It works. And it's beautiful. I like it. It's how it was supposed to be. I don't agree with what it says about the regression on December because we are in February and I would have noticed, but whatever. I don't know. I can't explain everything. It's very complicated code. It's a very large project. Look at that. It's a huge project. It has thousands of files. So I will republish the extension with these bugs fixed. What is this? No, these are complex features. These complex features, I will do them in another video. Let's just wrap it here. Very good. Thank you for following along. I showed you how to install AICode, how to use it, how to fight your code base with AICode, how to program, how the feedback loops work. We had a short look at the specifications. I hope you enjoyed the video. You can try AICode. It's a free software. You just need to pay your credits with OpenAI. AICode has a different methodology from other agents. It's about control. It's about working with large code base, very complex, enterprise-grade applications where you can't afford to have an agent fool around with your code and you want tight control on the bot and you still want an AI assistance. I hope you enjoyed the video and I see you soon. I'm Joel and I was your host. Have a nice one.